Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that them gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know pretend. You know that lie. We don't be gang.
It's week 13 of the 2026 season. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
The party, you know, my smile to watch, as you noted, and if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done to controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league, and they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 3 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got it open man. It's Josh Palmer. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second, here's Algier. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got his man. It's London. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. Touchdown! Tyler Algier, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Here's Walker to start the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Come on. Hey.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. The Seahawks at 10-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than
touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 52 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for another Falcon drive as we get a look at Kyle Pitts, the tight end. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And that's going to be good. Down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Back 60. Let's go. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught him in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Alec Pierce, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are are tied at 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete to Dobbs.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we've passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, it's Walker.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the 50, at the 60,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the third down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Algier will try to pick it up.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chipped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Straight ahead, Walker.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They'll drop to throw. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Algier now up the middle. A beautiful fake. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now back to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Trayvon Walker getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 15.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
That's caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He's back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the... completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice
being put into the game.
Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He'll drop to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent